fact is that Stirling's held an annual military show or Armed Forces Day since its inception. I think it's probably 8-9 years now or so. It's always been held in conjunction with the local Firm Base unit, which is 154 Transport Regiment. So I think over a period of time that probably built up, that event built up, and public expectation built up around it as well. And I think in terms of numbers, probably attracted somewhere in the region of 5,000 people anyway. The other thing to note, I suppose, is the connection with the military, which goes way back to the founding of the Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders. So there's that, again, that historic link with the army that can be traced way back, and even before that. I mean, obviously the reason that there's a castle in Stirling is because of its strategic importance. So it was at the centre of military life for hundreds and hundreds of years. The other link that we've got clearly is with the Air Force. The formation of the 43 Fighter Squadron in 1916. So it's our way to mark the event, to allow or invite rather the citizenry of Stirling to celebrate the fact that the forces are doing such a great job. So from my point of view as the Provost at this place, I was absolutely delighted that we were chosen to host the event. I think it did a couple of things. It gave us, as I say, the opportunity to actually mark the event, to celebrate the work that the forces do, and to commemorate obviously some of the more tragic events in history of the forces here as well. So certainly 40,000 people at any one time, coming from all over Scotland, from the rest of the UK and from overseas. So it fulfilled a couple of purposes, and also it generated extra income into the local economy. But the main point really is that it was a celebration, commemoration if you like, the work that the armed forces do. In that respect, I think it worked incredibly well, because when we're doing the feedback sessions with some of the other military people, we were told that we had been given the largest amount of resources that they've actually seen on any of these days over the last 7 or 8 years or so. So they clearly put in a massive amount of effort there as well, which was, I think, reflected in the press coverage that we got later. The really good bits, the march past, the parade down along the back road, that was a bit of a highlight, because I was fortunate enough to be in the line-up, if you like, with Princess Anne on the dais there, to do that sort of thing every day. And then it came to the displays themselves. That was some fantastic stuff going on. The one thing I did manage to see was the Typhoon display, which was spectacularly good, and the Red Arrows, of course, which everybody went to see too. And they did what's called a rolling programme, which was a name suggestion, that sort of thing, rather than vertical stuff, because the cloud base was so low. So I think obviously safety comes into it, but they went out their way to put on a display for us in Stirling. So that was a major theme. And then the human side, really, I mean, just talking to people, going around the place was fabulous. I couldn't tell you how many people there were in the veterans tent, but the place was kind of packed. I think it was superb, actually. I mean, people talk about putting Stirling on the map. Well, Stirling's obviously on the map, as it is. Actually raising its profile to that extent. We couldn't have bought that sort of coverage or publicity. The number of people that came into the city over the weekend, fabulous. We've seen the figures, the effect that it had on the local economy. What's hard to measure, of course, is the feedback that you get from that. So people are going and telling their friends, relations, what they actually experienced when they came here, and I'm pretty sure they got a warm welcome everywhere they went. You only had to walk through the town at whatever night, sometime during the evening, and you see the place was jumping. That was fabulous. So for that type of event to come to Stirling, and the Pipe Fest event as well, fabulous. The opening of the Bannockburn Live thing was tremendous. So for the three things to coincide over that weekend, it's probably unrepeatable. It'd be fabulous if it could be repeated, I think. But if you think about it, there was something for everybody there.